Hey, welcome back, guys. I know it's been quite some time. I look like a weirdo. I'm just taking off my makeup. I just recently freshly washed my face, and I look like a mess. I know. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. What's new with you guys? Anything? Anything at all? Nothing. Same. Nothing's new. So we're just gonna jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so I already moisturized my face, put my hair up in a ponytail. Cute, right? I know. Thanks. So we're just gonna skip on to priming. So my priming routine has changed a lot since my last video. Sorry. And so has my foundation routine. Practically everything has changed. So I use straight up just drugstore stuff. I think the only thing that I use that isn't drugstore is my Kat Von D Lock-It tattoo liner in Trooper. That's it. Everything else is drugstore. So exciting. Sorry, I'm congested. It's the weather, allergies. Kevin is super congested too. He sounds like he's like deathly ill, but he's not. He's just got allergies. So for the primers I use are the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. Sorry, this right here is my mirror, and my phone is like leaning on the back of my mirror, otherwise it'll fall forward. And then the other primer is the e.l.f. HD Mattifying Balm. It'll focus, there we go. And then for like an all over mist, I like to use the Pixie Glow Mist from Target. This one is probably the most expensive drugstore product that I use. It's like $16. But I'm just going to show you guys what I do with the primers. So for the e.l.f. Mattifying Balm, if I can open it, looks like this. I just take it. Apparently this is a good dupe for the Tatcha Balm or whatever it's called. I don't use that stuff, so I wouldn't know. But I'm just going to put this in the T-zone because it's literally pore filling. So I put it in my smile lines, anywhere that I have pretty bad pores, which is literally my T-zone and my apples of my cheeks, but I don't have super bad pores, but especially on my nose. My nose gets pretty bad pores. Okay. Now we go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. Think about just 2 pumps. This is weird because it looks like it's a gel, but it's actually still a silicone base, but it still hydrates you. It's a little strange. I like to put my primers on my eyelids. I don't know why, but I do. I have a few pimples. It's bothering me. Okay. Just like that. And then I like to mist my face really quick. Just like that. The smell of this stuff is very, like, you have to get used to it. Otherwise, you're gonna hate it. Okay, so the foundation that I switched to, hold on, let me fix you guys. The foundation that I switched to, I used to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte one. Now I use the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. Looks like this. I just put self tanner on and I washed it off, and you can't even tell that I put it on, but like I actually, like I still look pale, but to me, like I look a little bit tanner. So this is like my tan shade. And then what I usually do, you just want to shake it up, and I just pour some on the back of my hand like this. Careful because it comes out quick, so it's not a pump. And it's kind of, okay, come on. I just got this bottle. WTF, dude. Oh, it's coming out. It doesn't always come out like this. Usually it comes out pretty quickly. Maybe I'm using an older bottle. I don't know. I like to grab a lot just in case. And then I've been using a Equal Tools Beauty Blender. And I'll pick it up. And then I learned this technique from Jaclyn Hill. You just spray it with your glow mist and you just put it all over. This is a lightweight foundation as it is, but the glow mist will really sheer it out a lot. and it makes it look like natural, like it's skin. Like you can't look cakey. Like it's impossible to look cakey with this foundation alone. But with the Glow Mist, it's impossible to look cakey with it. And the other side. Now when you jump into concealer, you don't want to spray your beauty blender with the Glow Mist because you don't really want to share that out. You still want it to be full coverage if you have like dark under eyes, especially like, you can't tell, but I have dark under eyes. I think it may be just like the lighting, but I have definitely purple under eyes, and then I just take it down my neck just to make sure everything's perfectly blended and there's no harsh edges or harsh lines. Spray it, and then we're gonna take it on our forehead. Make sure you really get in your hairline because you don't want your face to be like, excuse me. You don't want your face to be like pale and then you have like a random line of like a somewhat tan face and then just pale skin. You definitely don't want that. That looks just weird. I'm definitely not tan at all. I wish I was. But this foundation is like my tan shade. But it's matching pretty well. I mean, I'm not having any issues with it matching. I'm in pretty good lighting. I'm like directly in front of my window. So we'll see how it goes. And don't mind my nails either. My nails are a mess. I'm about to do them after I'm done here. They're nasty. Okay, so I know this sounds like a lot, but I use 2 different concealers. I use one for like actual like matching my face, and then the other one is to actually like highlight, but I don't highlight my entire face, if that makes sense. So the first one I go in is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 1 Classic Ivory. Looks like that. And then for the highlighting shade, I use the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear in shade 355 Vanilla. So usually what I do with the first one, this is the Pro Glow one, take it down like this, and then I'll flip it over to the other side of the applicator. I don't know why, but every time I use this, my eyes burn. Like my actual eyeballs burn. I don't know why. And then I use the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. My eyes are burning so bad. Because I like the tip of it. I don't know if I shouldn't be using this anymore, this concealer or what, but my actual eyeballs like burn when I use it. But it's such a good product, like I don't want to not use it, you know, if that makes sense. But when it's blended out, it's fine, and I don't have any like issues with it at all. See, like that, it literally makes you just look so glowy. Love that. And then with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Wear one, Full Wear, sorry, I just put it just like that, and this stuff goes a long way. When I say a long way, you just wait. Put this much on. I'll even take it onto my eyelids because I like to prime my eyelids with the concealer. Just like, look at how highlighted that is. And then I like to spread it all the way back to my temples when I have like little to no product on my beauty blender. I'm looking up at my mirror, I'm sorry if you guys don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, so this isn't like full coverage. You can still see like some of my imperfections. Like in person you can, on camera you really can't. But I still look glowy. Yes, you got it. Okay, so for powder, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder that I've been using forever in Fair Light. Just going to pat some into my lid, and then I'm going to take my beauty blender once again and just make sure everything's well blended out. And you're going to dip into the powder, and you're just going to pat it on there. We're not going to bake or anything. I'm still like doing a light layer, but it's enough where it's still smooth and blend it out, and where you don't have to wipe anything away. And what I also like to do is I like to pick it up more and bring it down here in my smile lines. And really get on my nose as well, because my nose tends to move around a lot. And it's really annoying. Okay, so now for the rest of the face, I'm going to take the compact powder, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Pearls powder in shade 120. It's the same shade as my actual foundation. And I'm going to take a Ego Tools brush, the big fluffy brush like this. And we're just going to set the rest of the face. This powder is really good because it's like medium coverage. So if you don't have full coverage and you put this over your imperfections like it just did, like I can see that it helps cover up imperfections if you have any. It's not like full coverage, but it's pretty medium coverage. It's also buildable too, so it's really good. And then I just like to take it down my neck because I did put some product down here. And I just do some stippling motions. I don't do any like dragging or anything, because then you're just going to push the foundation around. Just like that. And then for extra highlight under the eyes, I like to take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. And I like to take my Beauty Blender on the light side. And I'll just tap it, tap, 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 under my eyes. Like that. Can you see the difference at all? No, probably not. I can in person. But it helps make my under eyes look super smooth, and then I'll put some up here. Just a little, not a lot. I don't like a too highlighted look, but I like my under eyes to be really highlighted though. Just like this. And then before I do any bronzer or anything, I like to take the Glow Mist again and just spritz my face. Gets in your nose and it like really burns. Okay, so now that that's dry, I like to go in with a few products for bronzing. Since it's like summertime, well, getting to be summertime, I like to look really glowy and dewy, and I like to add life back to my face. So the bronzer that I've been using is the Milani bronzer in Dolce 9. Looks like this. It's really beautiful, and it has a slight shimmer to it. And I'm still using the same Ego Tools brush that I used for my powder. And just be aware that the face powder that you put on, I noticed, oxidizes my foundation a little bit. So just be aware of that. I don't know if it's oxidizing or if it's just not my shade. I don't know, but it goes on like not normally and naturally, and then 20 minutes later I'll go in and I'll like look at my face, and then it just won't be the shade that I put on anymore. So I don't know if it's me, if I'm doing something wrong, or what. I don't know. But I did get like the powder is the same shade as my foundation that I usually wear, so I'm just like a little confused there. So I'm putting it on my forehead, on my cheeks, and I like to take it down my neck too. Nothing too huge or drastic or anything. Okay, so now this product is a brand new product that I just recently discovered. It's probably been out for a while, I don't know. But it is my new favorite product for my face. I don't know why, but I love this part. So what it is the Profusion Cosmetics Golden Nudes 12 color and eye and cheek palette. It looks like this. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has all these shimmery eyeshadows. That one's a matte, and then this is a blush, a bronzer, and then a highlighter. I use this as like a mixture of like a bronzer and a highlighter, and then I'll top it with the highlighter. So what I like to do is I take my Morphe M401 brush, and I just dip into the bronzer, and I just top off the bronzer with it. Just on my cheekbones for now. slipping. And then just top it off. You can add however much you want. I like quite a lot. It's probably not my greatest, but oh well. And then for the forehead, I like to take my Morphe R7 brush, dip back into it, and then just go over that. My forehead already is kind of super bronzy as it is, so I just don't add too much more to it. Just like that, and then a little bit down my nose. Not a lot. And now for the highlight, I'm going to take my Morphe R14 brush like this, and I'm going to dip into the highlighter. It's called Visionary. This palette I got from Target, and it was like $5 to $10 maybe, between that range. And it is amazing. I like to take it on my forehead too. I love it. Cupid's bow. And then my chin. And then I just like to go over everything with my brush and then just blend everything together. And then for the last step of my face, I like to go in with my loose powder. Just take the flat end of the beauty blender. And I just like to carve out my jawline. I tend to accidentally bring my bronzer down onto my jaw, and I never like that look, obviously, so I'll bring it up here too. Okay. There we go. Close this up. And then I do another spritz. And that's it. And then I will do my brows and we'll be back to do the eyes. By the way, the new product for brows that I've been using is the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil in brunette. It looks like this. It's amazing. I actually think it's better than the Anastasia brow. Okay, y'all, we're just gonna jump right into the eyes now. So with the Golden Nudes palette that we were using on our face, we're gonna take our Morphe E27 brush and we're gonna jump into Grand right here. And we're going to just buff this into the crease. You wanna just tilt your head back and look into a mirror while doing this, so you can really see your crease really well. And we're gonna keep doing windshield wiper motions. Just like this, but we're gonna take it up kind of high. Here, let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys. That's a really awkward angle, but it works. We're gonna take these shadows all the way in, outer corner to inner corner. And you can do like circular motions too with this shade, so you don't have to be super precise. This eye keeps watering still, and it's really annoying. I don't know. No matter what product I use, I still have issues with my eye watering for some reason. Okay, so you definitely want to keep that brush on hand with you, like by your side or something, and then we're gonna jump into Outgoing with the M518 brush. It's the shade right here. And you want to be more in depth into the crease, but keep doing windshield wiper motions. So you're going to get darker with your shades, and then you're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the crease. But we're only going to be using one more crease shade after this one, so it's going to be a pretty simple look, I would say. But to some, it might not be, but to me, this is pretty simple. And again, you want to take it all the way into the inner corner and do windshield wiper motions, just like this. I lied, we have two more shades we're going to go in with. So next, with the same palette, we're going to dip into Tawny with this is the brush that came with the palette. It's a Profusion brush, and it's wonderful. I'm gonna dip into the shade right here. And then you wanna keep this really neat in the actual crease. So I like to do slow half moon windshield wiper motions with this. So you keep it really close in your crease. Really nice and tight. This is probably not my greatest angle, but at least you can't see my double chin. I'm sure a lot of people are really concerned about that, but you know, I am. I still want to do windshield wiper half moon motions. Okay, and then one more shade I like to add into the crease and my outer V is in the City Mini palette by Maybelline. Looks like this, and we're gonna just dip into this shade right here with a Morphe M411 brush, and you just want to keep this on the outer part of your eye and slightly bring it into your crease just a little bit, but blend the outer half first, and then the less product you have on there, bring it more into the crease, because you don't want the crease to be like super defined. And then you just keep doing that and build it up to whatever level, I guess you can say, you want. Okay, so here's the whole fun part. So what you want to do, you really want to be able to accentuate your shimmery lid. So with that being said, you have a couple of options that you can use. So if I'm using a darker brown shadow, I will take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Iced Mocha. If I can get the cap off. I'll use this. And then just draw that all over my lid. If I have a shimmery shadow that's like really vibrant, I'll just take like a setting mist and I'll spray the brush and then pack it on. But for today, I am going to be using, this isn't my all-time favorite way of doing it, but I find that it works really well with this look. So the one that we're going to be doing today is the Color Tattoo Metal eyeshadow in Barely Branded. It's really light and beautiful, and I'm going to dip into it with a MAC 195 brush. It's a flat definer brush. You want to just take a little bit, pack this on the lid. You don't want to, I don't carve it out because I don't like a defined look. You could if you wanted to and make it a cut crease, but that's just not me. That's not how I roll. It wouldn't be pretty though. Maybe I could do that if I'm like going out somewhere or something. But like I said, it's just not for me. Okay, just like that. And we're all done with this. So then we're gonna go back into the Golden Nudes palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is the shade Trophy. It's like a deep rose gold shade. And we're just gonna pack that all over the lid where we put the shimmery base. And this is really going to accentuate the shimmery shadow. Sorry, I had some fallout from the shimmery shadow. You don't really get too much fallout, but I don't know. When I pick up the shimmer shadows with a definer brush like this, I find that I do get fallout, but that's why we set our face first with a powder, because then it catches it. Just like that. Wipe away the fallout, and then I'm gonna do my liquid liner and then my mascara, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so you can totally leave it like this. I'm really feeling it like this, but for me, I like a smoky lash line, bottom lash line. So I'm gonna go in with Tawny And I'm taking a e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to smoke it out. But this is the only shade that I have been using on my lower lash line. Otherwise, everything else looks a little too dark for my liking. So we're just gonna take it in. The lighting is getting very dark because it's getting dark outside, so I'm trying to like speed up here. And I haven't been wearing any liner on my waterline either lately. Just this. And these are my actual lashes. Kev hates it when I wear false lashes, like on a daily basis. So I limited myself down to just wearing mascara. And let me know if you guys want to see a updated mascara routine. So then I'm just gonna put mascara on the bottom lash line. My lashes look so good today. I'm so happy with it. And I'm using the Colossal Big Shot in black. I don't like heavy mascara on my bottom lash line anymore with this look. I like a light bottom lash line. I don't know why. I just do. Literally, that's all I put. It doesn't look light on camera, but this is light for me. Usually I'll like glob it on like my top lash line. Just like that. And then you want to spray the face one more time. There you go. And there we have it, folks. Give you a close up. My face is still a little wet. But yeah, really cute. Rose gold eyeshadow look with a wing liner and mascara. This definitely wouldn't be an everyday look for some people, but it is for me. I don't know. I just like it. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.